This isn't voiced. Whew, that was a toughie. True, but at least we neutralized the threat. Yeah, but unfortunately that man with the glasses got away. Considering the situation, I don't believe there was much we could have done. So, what's it gonna be? You can make this easier on yourselves and surrender, or... Alright, but we demand you to guarantee our safety. You're hardly in a position to demand anything. If their capture is enough to avert a war, then so be it. Anyway, let's contact my grandfather on our Arcus. He should be able to get in touch with Zender Gate for us. Indeed, we have to let the Lieutenant General know that we have caught them. I wonder if they'll make it in time. Alright, Milliam is really sus. Oh, okay. I could save my game. Why not? Same day, 15. It's been 1 hour. 1 hour for that whole incident. Sir, I have bad news. We contacted the Republican Army about the group we apprehended, but they're unconvinced that they were responsible. Can't say I blame them. Sounds as though they sustained far greater damage than we did. Still, does that mean the Republican Army is preparing to attack? Unfortunately so. I believe one of their armored airborne divisions has completed battle preparations. At this rate, an armed conflict may be inevitable. No. If only we could find a way to negotiate with them. Did you manage to get anything out of those guys you captured? Like who that guy in the glasses who ran off was? No, we know they were paid very well, but were kept largely in the dark about their client and his objectives. By the way, who are you? Oh, me? Yeah, just who are you anyway? That man in the glasses called you one of the children. I also remember something about a silver puppeteer and a white rabbit, or something like that. Very suspicious. Now. What to do. I'm not really supposed to tell anyone about my Affila shenanigans. Affila, I don't know what that said. I couldn't really make it out because it was spelled weird. Your what? Affiliation. Oh, affiliation. Affiliation. Wait, are you? You're probably dead on. Yeah, you finally came. Oh. I thought you were never going to show up, Lecter. Sorry. I had some things to take care of over in Crossbell. Sorta out of an office for those scary people. Yeah, pretty much. Who are you? Setting aside the lack of a uniform, I assume you're also a member of the military? That's correct, sir. Lecter Arundel. I'm Captain Lecter Arundel of the Imperial Intelligence Division. I've come to assume responsibility for the negotiations with the Republican Army. What? Intelligence Division? So you must be... so you're a Captain Lecter. If what I've heard is true, it sounds like the situation will be in good hands. The negotiations with the Republican government are already underway. It'll be in all of our best interest to avoid unnecessary conflict. Especially with the trade conference only 2 months away. His Excellency the Chancellor is of the same opinion. I see. Should have known the Blood and Iron Chancellor's name would surface sooner or later. So that's the stance of the reformist faction's leader. His face might wake you up in a cold sweat, but he's pretty fun for an old guy, really. Anyway, just leave it to us. We'll have it sorted out in no time. Sounds like you've been taking care of that little pipsqueak for us too. Cheers, guys. Hey, I'm not a pipsqueak. Oh well, bye-bye everyone. It was fun getting to know you all. I hope we could see each other again sometime. Hold on. Wait up. Okay. Just leave like that? Alright, still kinda sus. Well, there they go. Isn't the Intelligence Division the branch of the Imperial Army responsible for gathering and processing info? They're not as upright as their name might suggest. They deal more in espionage than intelligence gathering. The Provincial Army fear them as much as they do the Railway Military Police. Figured as much. I just can't believe a child like her is part of the army. Kinda shocking, I know. Huh, I see. So, she's one of the Iron Bloods. Sir? That's quite an imposing name. The Iron Bloods are said to be a group of youths with high intelligence and special abilities taken in by the Chancellor. They work with the Intelligence Division and the Railway Military Police, but they answer to him, or so the rumors go. I wouldn't have dreamed their ranks ran quite as young as that girl looked, though. He hardly seems suited for life in a military squad. Oh yeah, Milliam in a military squad just sounds so unbelievable, but I guess we have no choice but to believe it. Yeah, there's something that doesn't feel right about it. Still, it looks like we may yet be able to avert a war with Calvard. Are you serious? I've heard many rumors about that Captain Lecter, Scarecrow as he's known by some. I'm given to understand he succeeded in almost every unofficial negotiation he's undertaken. And even if the Chancellor himself is taking action, success seems almost guaranteed. 3rd Armored Division stand down to Alert Level 2. All airships currently on patrol are return to Zender Gate at once. Yes, sir. Alright, cool. We all done here? This track normally plays when we're about to leave, so you know. I think we're reaching the end of that field study. And we're definitely at the end, because like that was definitely the final boss of the field study. Ah yes, everyone having their little reunion. Same day, 19 o'clock. That's 7 o'clock, I think. It's 20 is 8 o'clock. Oh, more things.
Precisely on time.
Comrade G, you've done well.
Darth Vader?
Comrade C, I wasn't expecting you to come all this way.
Basically, Darth Vader. To a T.
A leader has to make sure all the gears are moving as they should. It sounds like the plan was a resounding success.
Keep your pity to yourself. Our aim was to stir up a conflict with the Republic that would force him to let his guard down. To that end, this wretched state of affairs could hardly be called a success.
And yet, even this outcome will work to our advantage in the days ahead. After all, we demonstrated that he faces the risk of his ranks being divided without warning at any time. And neither the Icy Maiden nor Scarecrow can hope to outwit us.
You have a point. We should begin making preparations for the next step of our plan. The time has finally come to present ourselves on the world stage.
That's the spirit.
I guess the antagonists are finally making their move.
Ooh, boy. At least all's well that ends well, right? Everyone in Group A is safe, and we narrowly avoided war with Calvard. Though I can't say I was expecting the Intelligence Division to show up when they did. A Jet Black Airship. Probably one of Reinford's latest models. The military uses them for reconnaissance. The nobles and the rich just use them for fun. But as for how they got one... You wouldn't happen to know anything, would you?
What?
You really are a sharp one, Lady Sarah. It's almost troubling.
What is happening?
I'm impressed that you could tell I was there.
I'm pretty sure you let me have that one. I felt a familiar sensation, though, just for a second. Makes me think back to this one time, 2 years ago.
2 years ago, you say?
Never mind. But you really don't know then, where that airship came from?
I'm afraid not. I checked the Rhineford Group's manufacturing records and couldn't find a trace. At least, not in the official files.
Sounds like Rhineford has its own issues to deal with. Well, let's put that aside for now. I'm on my way to the settlement. What are you planning to do?
Well, I would like to give my regards to Master Gwen, so I would like to accompany you if that's all right. I can hardly wait to see the look on Lady Elisa's face when I show up.
Sometimes I actually feel bad for that girl.
Dude, this is incredibly sus. Sarah and Sharon. I'm not saying they're bad or anything, but I'm just saying. All of this, it makes everyone seem so sus. Like, so much is happening and I don't know what to make of it. Maybe nothing's happening and they're just making it look like things are happening. Except for the antagonists, something's definitely happening with them. But, I mean, they're the antagonists, so it has to. Yo, we out of this joint? Oh, yeah, we are. Thank you all for everything. I'm so grateful for the kindness you've shown us. I'll never forget all the things I've learned and seen here. Indeed, I feel as though I've gained something truly invaluable. It makes me happy to hear that. Bro, Green, Eustace, Come on now, Lily, don't cry. Lily, Thoma, thank you for all you've done. You have my thanks as well. It was a pleasure meeting you. I'll return again when I have the opportunity. Until then, you gotta take care of everything here for me, Thoma. Leave it to me. Elisa, Emma, thank you so much. It was great getting to know you. I hope we'll have another chance to discuss sweets and fashions again someday. Thank you again for the wonderful tea recipe. It may take me a while, but I hope that one day I'll be able to make it as warm and aromatic as you do. I know you'll be able to do it. It seems as this has been quite an experience for them. Indeed it does. Still, Sharon's as attractive as ever. You're quite the bodacious beauty yourself, instructor. Oh, stop. Oh my, aren't you the charmer? Oh, please. If only you were a little younger, you'd be just my type. Way to tell him off. Instructor? And grandfather, at least try to be serious this once. Sorry. Can't help myself sometimes. Anyway, to be serious for a moment here, it would seem you've made a discovery of your own. Yes, I think I finally understand why you left the Rhineford group when you did. Is that so? You've been with me ever since I was a child, so I think I know you as well as anyone, how much you've given to the company. Because of that, it was harder for me to understand why you would just turn your back and let Mother take over. And now I think I finally understand. You left because you truly loved the Rhineford company, didn't you? Precisely. Since the Orbital Revolution, the Rhineford company has created the technology that has defined people's modern lives. From railways to heating orbital cars to airships, even to tanks and guns, I regretted none of them. What I did regret, however, were the railway guns we built 5 years ago. I thought so. With my apologies to the Lieutenant General, those railway guns are a little more than instruments of mass murder. With their inmate limits in range and deployment, they have no real strategic value in a war. Their sole purpose is a weapon of mass destruction, designed to effectively hold the innocent people of Crossbow hostage. In other words, to stop a potential Republican army invasion before it starts. Nothing more, nothing less. It's an unpleasant truth to acknowledge, but I have no rebuttal. My daughter may have signed off on the project, but as the one who saw them completed, I was terrified at what we made. I feared that somewhere along the line we had sold our principles and our souls as craftsmen, the highest bidders. When my daughter took over as company chair, I took the opportunity to step back from Rhineford and really think about where we gone wrong, about how we come to this point, and how we make things right. So that was why. I guess you probably don't have any intention of returning soon. I'm afraid not. All that's happened in the past 5 years has only strengthened my resolve. The company environment, my daughter's leadership of it, things have changed too much. For now, I'll let her take care of things from the inside. As for me, I'll do what I can outside to help the company find its way forward. Master Gwyn, I think Thor's Military Academy is a fine place for you to be right now. Huh? No doubt there are so many obstacles lying ahead for you. When you put your head together with such a diverse group, you're bound to see things you might not have otherwise. Just like you did while you were here. You may be right. I'll do what I can to try and see things from a different perspective than both you and Mother. Both as a member of the Rhineford family, and more importantly, because I owe it to myself. Proud to hear it. Ah, yes, this is the journey to discover yourself, as Reen was talking about. Reen, guys, Husis, Emma, you'll take care of her for me, won't you? Of course. Leave it to us. We'd be happy to. Huh, very well. Grandfather, stop that. I'd love it if Sharon could stay here with me a bit longer, though. I don't suppose I could tempt you to look after me for a while instead, could I? I'm afraid not. I have to return to my duties as Class 7's caretaker. Do you really have to, though? Ugh, my poor heart. Grandfather, please. It's almost time for the train to depart. You should begin by making your way over to the platform. Thank you. Take care, Lieutenant General. Alright. Bye, everyone. Bye-bye. Yeah, very sad. May the winds and the goddess always guide your path. Farewell, I look forward to meeting you again someday. Goodbye. Thank you again for everything. Alright, well, goodbye. Yo, North Highlands, best field study. Only because of just exploring the area. Give me that AP.
Keep up the good work.
What's my grade? What's my grade?
Good showing, everyone.
A B. Oh, my Link leveled up with Elliot? Okay. Emma. Why is he leveling up with them? Ooh, counterattack and cover. Beyond the railways. I want to save over this one, I think. Alright, let's move on. July, Septian calendar, 1204. Valflame Palace, Heimdall. Imperial Palace, Valflame Palace. Alright, double palace, kind of redundant, but whatever. What do I know? Imperial Government, Chancellor's Office. We finally get to see the Chancellor.
Negotiations with the Republican government are complete.
Oh, you're Claire. You're from Celtic.
The possibility of an armed conflict in the Nord Highlands has been successfully averted. However, they did demand that we hand over the mercenaries responsible from the attack as part of their terms.
I suppose that's acceptable. After all, it was a shortcoming on our side that allowed that incident to occur. We should consider this a chance to place Rocksmith in our debt, especially with the trade conference on the horizon.
Yes, sir. Though it's regrettable that we were unable to catch the mastermind. There's not a doubt in my mind that he's one of the ringleaders.
Indeed. It seems we'll need to exercise greater caution from now on, if this is what they're capable of. Our next concern is the upcoming summer festival. Any thoughts as to the optimal placement of the Ironbloods?
I believe their primary target will be next month's trade conference. I propose posting Lecter to the east and Millium to the west. That leaves me here to take care of the capital.
It's almost like you read my mind. Very well then. I'll leave the preparations to you.
Yes, sir. With all respect, don't be afraid of working me hard, sir. I could run these kinds of logistics in my sleep.
Ha! I am all too aware of how indebted I am to your abilities. That's why I'm leaving the summer festival in your capable hands. Perhaps you may even consider using them as a test.
Please excuse my intrusion, Your Excellency. His Excellency the Governor has arrived and wishes to speak with you.
Ah, show him in.
As you wish, sir.
Coming in. Oh, forgive my intrusion. I didn't realize you had company.
No, it's quite all right. I just finished giving my report. It's wonderful to see you again, Governor.
Likewise. I think it's been, what, 2 months since we last spoke? I'm in your debt for helping out with the security arrangements at last month's commemoration event at City Hall. I've been looking forward to thanking you in person.
Glad to have been of service. I'll be sure to pass on your thanks to everyone else involved. Anyway, if you'll excuse me.
Good work as always, Captain.
It never ceases to amaze me that a woman like that heads up the Ironbloods. Your icy maiden has the provincial armies positively scared stiff.
Competent as she is, she's not the group's primary member. But she and the rest of the Ironbloods continue to do some fine work, especially against those cunning vipers amongst the ranks of the nobility and the 4 great houses in particular.
Agreed. But we'll need to stay vigilant.
I'm pleased that you agree, Imperial Governor Karl Regnitz.
This guy has to be like Machias' father or something. Regnitz is Machias' last name.
The feeling's mutual. Chancellor Gilead Osborne.
And yeah, I figured you were the Chancellor because it said Chancellor's office.